So some people have asked me if I would recommend buying the MiG, and I can't really tell you what to do, tell you what to buy or not to buy, but I personally think it's a great module so far, and it's in early access, so there's going to be problems, things aren't going to work. So if you're someone that has to have something that works all 100%, has all the features implemented and everything, and you don't want to hassle with bugs and issues that come up, then I wouldn't buy it. But if you don't mind doing that, like I don't, then I'd recommend it. If you like this kind of aircraft. Personally, I love Soviet style aircraft. I think they're very good looking aircraft. I've always liked the MiG-29. I think it's a cool looking aircraft. And they have it in full fidelity now. I think is awesome. I've waited for something like this for a long time. The F-15 and this. There's a lot of really good stuff in here. I mean, these gauges look phenomenal. Everything looks awesome. If you're starting out in DCS, I wouldn't recommend buying this as your first module, because I mean, a lot of things are in Russian, and it's just going to make it harder, I think, to learn something. When if you're starting out in something like, I don't know, like the F-16 or something like that, it's going to be easier if you speak English, and plus I think they're easier aircraft to handle than these. People have said that this has the same flight model as the Flaming Cliff ones, but man, I don't know. It feels like it's tweaked or something. It feels a lot better. It just feels like a different aircraft. I'm not sure, if they tweak some things or what, but man, it flies awesome. It really gives you a sensation of flight. When you're down low, you get a good sensation of speed, especially in VR. This aircraft looks awesome in VR. It looks awesome in 2D too. So, if you're someone that likes flying different aircraft like I do, I fly different aircraft all the time. So I like flying different things and trying to, solve the problems or the issues that you have with flying various aircraft, and everything's set differently. It's a challenge, and I like that challenge. I think it's fun. Plus, I like supporting Eagle Dynamics, so I don't want DCS to go away. I want to support it and support them. So for me, it's a yes. But you got to remember, it's in early access, and things aren't going to work all the time. They're going to have problems with it. We're going to see things break with different patches and whatnot. So, just keep that in the back of your head. Let me put the flaps up here. Ugh, gotta reach for it. This isn't like the F-16, it's not it's very analog. It feels good too. Like, it really gives you a good sensation of flight. Now, I haven't tried it with a force feedback yet. I'm sure it's going to be amazing. Turn this off. It's going to be beeping the whole time. So yeah, I think it's a plus. I think it's great to have it in DCS, another red aircraft for the Red Air Force. so I think it's good. I haven't learned everything about it. I haven't learned how to do the air-to-air stuff or work the radar yet. I haven't really messed around with it. I've done some ground pounding with it, and that's about it for some videos. I think it's an awesome module. I think it's going to be really good when it's finished. It's good now, so man, I can't even imagine what it's going to be like when it's all finished and implemented. The only thing I wish it had that it doesn't is the R77s. Just it would make it fun to be able to fly this in a more competitive environment with like the F-16 and whatnot. Because right now you're limited to the semi-active radar homing type missiles, so you have to maintain a lock the whole time. It's just a harder, older technology. We're so used to having things the way they are right now, but back then, you know, they didn't have fire and forget. They're working on it, but they didn't have it. So, you know, you have the older missiles. Smoky engines. Good old Soviet. I mean, just look at the cockpit. It's really well made. Everything works, or everything's implemented. The gauges look real. You know, that glass in front of the gauge, I mean, it looks like it's real glass there. It's very nice. Look at that. So you're constantly trimming this thing non-stop. It'll act differently at different speeds, so you'll have to constantly trim, which is, you know, like you have to do in a real airplane. If you're flying a 172 or 182 somewhere, you're constantly trimming that thing out, or a Warrior or whatever you got. You're always trimming at different speeds, different attitudes for landing and whatnot, so it's no big deal. Just put it on your HOTAS. So for me, it's a big yes. To buy it. But I'm different. If you're tight on money and you're looking for that one module to get, if you're into Soviet airplanes, then this would be the one. This is full fidelity. And like I said, if you're starting out in DCS, I don't think this would be my first choice. I think it's going to just make things harder for you to learn. I'm not saying it can't be done. I'm just saying it's going to be an additional challenge to learning. Yeah, we had something on the radar over there. Anyway, I hope that answered your question. I think it's a good one. I think it's going to be a good one, a good module, and I think it's going to continue to get better and better, just like all the maps and everything else. But remember, it's early access, so if you're someone that doesn't want to deal with issues and bugs and problems, then I wouldn't get it, because it's going to make things difficult for you and it's going to upset you. I hope that helps. Talk to you later. If you buy it, let me know down in the comments. I'd love to fly with you. Alright, man. See ya.